Happy Friday, folks. Happy Friday, early gang. How is it going? Let's just make sure that we're live. I just need to make sure that I'm live. There we are. There we are. We are live. How's it going, everyone? Happy Friday to everybody. Drop some comments. Let's get some Friday fever in the chat. Good morning, Bastion. Good morning, Dot Savvy Gaming and Crypto. Welcome back to the show. Appreciate you joining again. Hassan Maki, thank you very much for joining. Appreciate you, mate. And Elizabeth, as always, good afternoon, love. Ryan Taylor, nice to see you, mate. 12:15 p.m. BST, gang. Good to see you. Let's wait for a few more people to jump into the chat, and then we'll kick off the episode. But let me know how you guys doing. Drop me some comments. Let's get the chat going today. I really want some more chats in the chats. Welcome back to the show, mate. Too hard to keep emotion, not getting FOMO. I'm having 100% USDT. Sad. Okay, look, don't worry, Look, I was thinking the same thing yesterday. I was wondering, this move was so aggressive. So I went back to the charts again yesterday and I was looking and I found some more stuff. So we're going to get some more confluence today. We're going to try and pinpoint the most accurate, most probable scenario that we can. Okay. So, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. We're going to kick off. We're going to have a decent show. We've got some good things to confluence today, all right? So don't worry. I figured out as well why Bitcoin is going up. So that should hopefully help as well. So once we have the reasons why Bitcoin is theoretically going up, then we can mark out our plans based on those confluences as well. So don't stress too much. Let's get some more chats going in. Let's get some more chats. Rack, how's it going, mate? You all right? Never seen you before, but welcome to the show. Good to have you here. What's Corey saying? Corey, hey, am I able to watch this live because my dog has had hard diarrhea all night? So here I am at 4 a.m. Can I get a juicy fart on live stream in honor of my dog? Wow. Interesting comment you got there, mate. Interesting comment you got there. I'm really sorry about your dog. I hope your dog feels better. But yeah. Merhaba Gul, good morning to you. Glad to see you, love. All good, all good. Really happy to see you here. Esteban says, hello from New York. New here. Really happy to see you, Esteban. I did see your lovely comments on the previous episodes. I do appreciate you, mate. I do appreciate you. Timothy, an OG of the show, good morning to you, my friend, and a happy Friday to you. And David says, hello, usually on the replay, first time catching live. Well, there you go, David. There's your shout out. Welcome to the show. It's great to have you on board, mate. I hope you're all having a happy Friday. I just want to give it one more minute and then we'll kick off the show, all right? We're going to kick off the show in just a minute. AC says, salam to you, my bro. Good to see you. Welcome to the show, my man. And what's Thomas saying here? Thomas is saying, hi, NJ. I hope you're having a great, happy Friday. You know what, Thomas? It is a good Friday today. I'm in a much better mood. The market is looking bullish. We need to get on board. We are going to find a way to get on board. Don't worry. We are going to do that. I promise. And yeah, I hope you're having a great Friday too, mate. Quick finish up with the comments here. Been here since the beginning, but haven't had the chance to join for the past week. Well, Rack, do you know what? You're an OG on the show, mate. Love to have you on board. And Hafuel, one of my main guys, one of the OGs on the show. Hafuel should actually be a mod. Let's make Hafuel a mod. You're too consistent, mate. You're too consistent. I need to figure out how to make you a mod. Hold on. Keep the comments coming in, lads and ladies. Keep the comments coming in. Let me figure out how to make Hafuel a mod. Liz, are you able to do it? I can't for the life of me figure out how to. Oh, hold on. I think I can do it from here. Okay. Add moderator. There you go. Hafuel, you now have powers, my friend. You now have powers. Read out a few more comments and then we're going to get cracking, all right? Cool. KAR Crypto, how's it going, gangster? Hope you're doing well. Hope Manchester is as sunny as London is today. Redacted says, good afternoon. Good afternoon to you, mate. Rolly, good afternoon. And D. Ibrahim, good afternoon to you as well. So, right, let's kick off the show. Let's kick it off. We've got to crack on because we've got enough people here now. Let's share my screen. How's it going, guys? Okie dokie. So you'll notice that the chart that I've got on the screen today isn't exactly Bitcoin. This is not Bitcoin. This is the Nasdaq. Okay. Now, I was beating myself up over the last 2-3 days, and I was wondering, why didn't I catch that long? That long really bothered me. It really, really annoyed me that I didn't catch that long. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I've missed a million moves in the market. It's not an issue. Okay. The question now is, do we chill and do we get emotional? Do we get upset? Or do we adapt to the market and try and get on board? Okay. And a lovely comment here from Rowley says, we've got to get everyone's Twitter handle. Yes, you guys should all network in the next bull market. You guys are going to be killing it. Right. So let's talk about the Nasdaq. Before I talk about the Nasdaq, what we'll do is we'll compare it to Bitcoin. All right, before we chart it. So here I'm looking at the 4-hour time frame of the Nasdaq. Okay, what does that mean to you guys? That might not mean anything to you guys, but if I overlay Bitcoin here, suddenly, can you guys see what I'm seeing there? Does it look similar? Up, down, this area here, consolidation here, push down, consolidate, push up. Are you guys seeing that? Let me know in the comment if you guys are seeing that. And if we zoom out, well, there. So I'm going to remove the chart. The orange line is the chart of Bitcoin, and the Nasdaq is obviously the chart itself. But notice the correlation. Notice the correlation. Look, good correlation. Look how it pushes up. Look at this area here. When it comes down and consolidates, look how it consolidates. When it breaks down, look how it breaks down. When it starts pushing up, look how BTC starts pushing up. That's quite interesting. I find that interesting. All right. I'm going to remove the chart of Bitcoin for now. So let's talk about the Nasdaq. So the first thing that I want to talk about is the 3-month chart. Okay. The problem with this chart is every time we've had a push down like this, we've gone up. So, it's from the 3-month chart, there's not much I can get. Any pullback apparently on a chart like this, on a parabolic chart like this anyway, is apparently bullish. Okay, that's the first thing that I'm seeing on a 3-month chart. So do you know what? I can't get enough information from this. I'm gonna need to go down. Okay, now looking at the monthly, I'm starting to see a bit more information that I think that I can use, information that I think I can chart. So do you know what? Let's mark out some areas of potential resistance. So price came up. We had this down move here. This is the COVID spike. All right, this is the COVID spike. Let's highlight it. That's the COVID spike. All right. Now price came up, found support here, pushed up again, down move that led to the market up, down move that led to the market up. This was the original high. So let's mark out the original high. Okay. So that's the original high. And then obviously you guys can see there, deviation. That's why I've marked out that high. All right. So that's one that's interesting to me. What else is interesting to me? Let's see. Maybe right here. Here it seems very interesting too. So I'm going to mark out this as well here. And let's try and understand what's going on with this so that maybe it can help us with what we're going to do with Bitcoin, because I've got a scenario for Bitcoin, and we'll see. Okay? I've got a scenario for Bitcoin though, one that I think should play out. You know what, guys? As I'm marking this out, to me, this looks exactly on point as a range. Hold on a second. If I push my fib out like this, that's a perfect range. That's an absolutely perfect range. All right, let's just keep the range. Okay, so all I've done there, I've done this live, by the way. All I've done is I've marked out 3 levels that were important to me, and interestingly enough, it lined up as an exact range. So that was a little learning experience right there. I don't know if you guys caught that, but you guys should. All right. So what's going on with the Nasdaq? So this range that we're going to talk about here, let's call it the distribution range. Okay, we're going to call it the distribution range, something along the lines of this, because we don't really know if the market is going to dump from here. We don't know if the market's going to go up from here. We don't know if we're going to make a new all-time high into this 271% here. Okay, or if we're going to go higher or if we're going to go lower. But we have some information, we have some data. We can see that in this area here, in fact, let's go down to the weekly to get a clearer idea. There we go. This looks a lot better to me now. Okay, now we've got resistance here, we got final resistance here. We pushed back in, we got a sort of small retest there, and we started pushing up. Every dip has been a discounting opportunity for higher prices. Okay, cool, makes sense. Now, when we sold off, okay, it was a classic market maker seller profile. It was a classic market maker seller profile. So let's see if we can get a decent picture for you guys here. Here we go. This is a decent picture. Okay, so look, you see how it doesn't line up with the exact ranges? You see how it doesn't line up with the exact ranges? You've got one consolidation here, and then the retest is above distribution. Retest is below, but it's in between these two ranges here. And again, once again here, it's in between these two ranges here. So if we look, we're seeing the same thing here. We needed to retest this area here. This was the down move that pushed the market up. We retested it and we sold off. This was the down move that pushed the market up. This is the area that we retested here, and then we sold off below the range. Now, this is the thing to consider. All right. And I see some good comments in the comments, but I will read comments later. This is the thing to consider. How many weeks have we been in this range? Because that's something that interests me. You know, let's take it from here, and then let's talk about it from here. So we were in this range for 532 days or 76 weeks. So that is something that I'm going to take interest in. Okay. Now, in order for us to break below the range and deviate, it took us 546 days and 78 weeks. So 2 more weeks. For us to fully deviate out the range and come back in, it is 602 days and 86 weeks. Okay. Again, that's a lot of time. That is a lot of time. So for me right now, breaking back into this range, that means something. That really does mean something. So there are multiple areas in this range that I'm looking at. Now, if we just take a look at Bitcoin one more time, we can see that everything that this thing has done here, Bitcoin has done the same thing. Okay. This is a horrible way of looking at it. Maybe if there we go. Everything that Bitcoin has done, this thing has done the same thing. All right. Now, getting back into this range tells me a story. It tells me a story. Essentially, when this thing was going down, all right, the top for Bitcoin was in November 2021. I know that all of you guys agree because I know all of you guys use TradingView, and I know that all of you guys are looking at the charts. So where was the top in the Nasdaq? If we're looking at this massive range, okay, where was the top in the Nasdaq? The top in the Nasdaq was November 2021. Look, the exact top was the 23rd of November 2021. That's kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting how it lines up exactly with BTC. We've come all the way down below the range, and interestingly enough, we've been in a bear market for that long too. Now we've broken back in the range, and this is why I missed the long. So you know the long that happened with BTC the other day? This is why I missed it, because of this area right here. That's how I missed it. So to some degree, I did let you guys down. There was a long opportunity there, and I couldn't see it. I had to stick to my own bias. All right. Hands up. I was wrong. Okay, I was wrong. We didn't lose any money because we didn't trade. Okay, we looked for as many setups as we could, and it wasn't following the plan. So what I did was, as soon as I realized that my setups weren't working, I had to take a step back. Okay, look, I'm not making any money, but I'm sure as hell not going to lose any. So I'm going to step back, reassess. Look, bro, sis, one thing I'm going to tell you guys now is, I don't know how old you guys and girls are, but even when you die, market is still going to be there. When your great grandparent was my age right now, market was there. You know what I'm saying? Market isn't gonna isn't gonna go nowhere. So if we miss, bro, even if we miss this entire move from here to here, guarantee you, market's still gonna be there. All right. So I'm not really worried or stressed about that, because I know 1 week of bull market and I'm richer than I've ever been in my entire life. Same for all you lot. All right. Smash up the likes if you haven't already smashed up the likes. So now, what I want to do now is, now that we're in this range, I want to break it down and see if we can continue. All right. So there's a few levels that I'm looking at already. Now, this range low is an interesting range low, the 27%. This range low is an interesting range low. So I'm going to keep this level here as an area of interest to me. If I get anything that comes even remotely close to this area, I'm going to pay attention. The next area that I'm paying attention to is this area right here, okay? And then the final area that I'm paying attention to is this, and I'll give you explanations for each of them, okay? It's not just because of the range levels, but I'll show you why. So for the range low, we've got the deviation. Okay, this was the down move that pushed the market back into the range. Okay, now we can refine this on a lower time frame. This is the daily time frame. We can refine it, and we will, but let's just keep that there for now. So number one, the first thing that I'm thinking of is, hold on a second. If this is the move that took us out the range, right? That's an important play, because every time we long the market, we're looking for highs here, 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 and ultimately here, right? We give respect to that move. Similarly, if we're going to play it like that, then we have to take respect to this deviation here, don't we? We have to give it the consideration that it needs. So again, for me, any pullback right now into this area here, okay, it's potentially a discount. So what I'm hoping for is, on Monday when the market opens, whether it's US, UK, whatever, when the market opens on Monday, I'm hoping for a pullback into this. And the reason I say hoping, I don't want you guys to think that I'm just guessing. This area here, this 25% here, I've highlighted this as well, haven't I? Now, this was the up move that led to the market going down. Look, this up move here led to the lower low, lower high, lower low. So this up move here is going to be important too. We need to find a way to take that out. Okay, so right now we can argue that we are at resistance. And the reason we are at resistance was because this is the up move that led to the market going lower. We've got support right here. We've got perfect support right here. We've got a deviation here. We've got support right here. And we've got resistance right here. Okay, and until then, it was not retested. Now, the beautiful thing about this chart is I'm seeing a lot of over-under patterns as well. I'm seeing a lot of them. Okay, look, you've got the low here, go up, make the low, push back up. There we go. There's the over-under pattern, the break in market structure. We broke market structure here using this high here, pushed below, and then we started pushing above. Now, interestingly enough, we're seeing the same thing here, aren't we? So we're seeing this area here. That's the low. Market makes a high. We push below. We claim this high here to break market structure. Any pullback here is a discount. Make sense? Everybody on board? Making sense? So that's one. The second thing that I want to talk to you guys about is, well, look, if we're going to talk about ranges, then there are three areas of a range that we need to take pure consideration in. There's the range low. Whenever we are at the range low, we are looking for the mid-range. Range low to mid-range to range high. Break above the range high to mid-range to range low. That's how we play it. Okay, so we focus on two areas at a time in price. We focus on this area here, and if price breaks above then we'll focus on this area here. And that's what people mean when they say level to level. All right. Now, this is on the daily chart. So we have to make sure that we understand that we can't fight the higher time frame moves. All right. So for me, looking at this chart, I'm not going to take much more away from it. Okay. All I'm going to say is that we are in a range. We were in a range. We left the range. We got back into the range. Interesting. The range works until it doesn't work. If we leave the range again, we'll talk. Until then, I have to look for the mid range. How do I get to the mid range? Essentially speaking, we are already at resistance here. We are at a resistance range level right now, which is the mid range between the range low and the mid range of the higher time frame range. Okay. So any pullback for me right now is a discount because I've got reasons to go long. Okay. I didn't have those reasons yesterday and I didn't have those reasons on Monday or Tuesday. We've had bearish news across the board. We've had statements from major corporations saying that they're not doing well in the market. So, there was no reasons to go long. We had FOMC this week. There were so many reasons to not go long. At the same time, right now, everybody's bullish. There's so much euphoria in the market. So, I'm expecting a pullback here. We've broken market structure here, I think, which is good. So let's see if we can get a pullback now into maybe this area here. Maybe if we can get lucky and get the range lows, then I'll be looking for some spot buys at least. All right. Now, if we take this into consideration and we finally move on to Bitcoin, let's move on to Bitcoin, the range that we've been using for Bitcoin here. And if we look at the same thing here, I'm going to remove this. I'm going to remove this. I'm going to remove the weekly open. I'm going to keep the range high here. And I'm going to remove these levels as well because we tried to go for a short yesterday. It didn't even set up. It just didn't even set up. Market was too strong. So let's talk about Bitcoin and where we are now. Now, I'm not going to bullshit you guys. I'm going to be straight with you guys. This is what I'm... Why is this percent regular, bro? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay, so I'm not going to bullshit you guys. This is what I'm seeing, okay? I'm seeing, this looks parabolic to me, okay? I've seen this before where price does this weird, where price does this weird curve. We've had it loads and loads of times before. Look at this curve here. It's got it right here. You see that curve? That's the parabola curve. Look. Okay? Not quite here. Here is good. From here. Okay, and then when we break below, that's when we come below. So that's something to look out for when you're in a bullish market, okay? And that's not just with Bitcoin, it's with everything really, but it's something to look out for. So in order to get on board this, what do I need to do? So what I'm thinking now is, I know you guys are going to hate for me to say this, but I'm thinking pullback. They don't scare me. You see NJ, man's carefree. Anyone talking about bear market, don't listen to him. He's a... All right? So for me, look, what is this high? This high here is the high that is interesting to me right here. Okay, the high that was made on the 20th of July. So in order to understand this high, we need to go into the weekly time frame and we need to clear the chart just so that you guys can understand. So one thing that you guys need to understand is a lot of the times we play liquidity games. All right, when we're playing liquidity games, we're looking to take stops out on both sides of the ranges. All right, now this area that we've got here, we've got these candles here where it's choppy, it's aggressive. People think that the market's going lower. People think that the market's going higher. Now, interestingly enough, this candle here that we had last week, this candle pushed the market up, didn't it? Okay, this candle pushed the market up. And what did we do in this week here? We took out all of these stops that were resting here. That's one. We closed quite bullish. A lot of people were wondering if it was going to be this high that was going to be taken, if this low, was going to be taken. A lot of people were wondering if it was going to be this. Maybe it's this order block here. Maybe we come and revisit this. Now, even we were talking about that on this channel where we were saying, well, if we're going to get some sort of throwback, then the throwback could potentially be up to 29, 30K. That's where, we can start talking about bull market, bear market, etc., etc., etc. Now, interestingly enough, if we look at these 2 weeks, yeah, we've got the high that this week made here, and that took out all the stops here. Interestingly enough, we didn't take any of the stops below here. So what does the next candle go and do? The next candle, what it does, it starts the week off by showing bearishness. It comes right into support and it takes out last week's low. Okay? Last week's low taken. Now, the high that last week made, interestingly enough, we've taken that high again. And where does that high fall into? What is so special about that high? Well, that high is the consolidation from 2020. Look at the green line. Boom, right here. Do you see what I'm saying? So last week's high, not only did last week's high get taken, but we've tapped into this resistance here. Now, ultimately, there are bull cases for this because, of course, even though we are at resistance, we are tapping that resistance. We're trying to absorb that resistance. So what do I do now to get on board? That is the next question. For me, guys, look, I'm going to be honest with you. There's only 2 scenarios I have to get on board this kind of move. Okay, there's only 2 scenarios I have. For me, this green level here at 24,096, this is major resistance, and I just can't go against my own plan. This is major resistance for me. I can't long here. All right. On top of that, we're seeing a bit of a swing fell here. We're seeing a lot of euphoria in the market. We're seeing a lot of bullishness in the market. I want to be bullish. I want to go back to my computer and write rap songs and have some fun with you guys. I want to long some meme tokens, maybe see what altcoins are going around. I want to have some fun too. But at the same time, the trader in me is saying that I can't go long right now. I just can't. Okay. So for me, there's a few areas where I can go long, and I'm going to play those. So number one level I want to mark out is here. I want to take the bottom of this area here. I have to be a little bit more precise in the way that I mark the levels out because it's going to be interesting how we get on board these scenarios. All right. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to add a few more little levels in just for my own confluence, just for my own sanity, like that. Okay. So this is what I'm thinking. We've got the order block here that pushed the market lower, and it sent the market lower for a long time. We've got a range high that's here. We've got a deviation that's here. This was the final deviation before we went back out the range high. Okay. When we broke above the range high initially and we broke below, that was an all hell sort of scenario. A lot of people got shaken out. Even I didn't want to trade that. Okay. When we got to this area here, this was FOMC. Again, another reason to stay away from the market. Now we're in the all clear. We're in the all clear. I don't believe that there's any sort of major news coming out in the near future. I think we had GDP yesterday that came out very negatively. Even though it came out negatively, NQ's going up and BTC's going up. So we have to play the market for what it is. NQ has signaled we've got a risk on type of play. So there we go. We're playing Bitcoin for what it is. So what I'm thinking is, honestly speaking, I'm thinking we get something like this. That's what I'm thinking. Now I need to play it for what I see. So I'm seeing 22,000. So 22,000 is a good area for me. 21,600 was the perfect area for me. Obviously, now that the market has swung, fell this 24K level, could we get 21,600? I don't know. But I will be a buyer if we get 21,600. I will be a buyer big time if we get 21,600 because market is showing now it wants to go higher. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. And now finally look at this. You know what I'm saying? So could this area here be the next low? I don't know. It looks a little low to me, but maybe this area here though, 22,000. You know, 22,000, maybe 22 sort of 22,200, 22,300. And interestingly enough, if we sort of if we can find a cleaner chart for Bitcoin very, very quickly, maybe if we go to Bitstamp, let's remove all of this. Let's remove all of this. There we go. If we take a look at it as well, it's kind of the break in market structure pattern again, isn't it? Where you've got a high here. God, that's disgusting. All right, let's do it in a different way. Let's mark out this high here. And then let's mark out here, right here. Okay? So this is a good way of explaining it. Now, a break in market structure pattern is when you've got highs, yeah? So you've got low, higher low. Sorry, we've got a low, we've got a higher, we've got a high, we've got a lower high. Fuck me. Let me say that one more time. Am I high? I'm high. We've got a low, we've got a high. We've got a low, we've got a higher low, we've got a higher high. A higher low, a higher high, and now we've broken below. As soon as we broke below, once we sweep this, everybody was getting bearish. Why? Because we've broken back inside of the range. We have broken market structure to the downside. But what did the market do? The market reversed. And this can happen. This happens all the time. All right. It happens at least 2-3 times a week. That's what the market does. Now we've got this high here. Okay. We've swept this high now, which is a signal that price wants to go higher, but we can't long this area. So what do? We look for the closest support. Now, the beautiful thing about this area here is even if I bring it all the way back here, it works. Kind of like a range high in a way. Okay. So what I'm seeing here, and this is the most ideal scenario for me, for this stop loss to be true on a time frame like this, I want something like this. Okay, and that can then give us our parabola that we're looking for. Okay, because the natural magnet for highs right now, if we're looking at it on this time frame, we can't talk about this consolidation no more. We spent weeks on this channel talking about this area here and how it trapped the market lower. All right, now we've broken above that area. The area is not as important anymore. I'm looking at this particular area now for support. Think about it. For those of you who have been on this channel for so long, we've been talking about this for maybe 2-3 months. We were live when this consolidation was being formed here. We were live. We took like 5 trades in this area here, 6 actually, and we got stopped out on 1. All right. Now, as much as this consolidation was important to me, and it was, we flipped it now. We flipped it. So where's the next natural magnet then? If I'm not going to be talking about this, I need to talk about something else. The next natural magnet really and truly are these highs here. This area here. Where does this area fall in? This area falls into 32.5k. Now, I don't know if we'll go that high. I think 29, 30k is good. But I'm just talking from a charting perspective. That is the target. That is the target. And if we were in a bear market, if we are still in a bear market and this is a bear market rally, then it would make sense to take out these highs first, similar to how we did here, you know? So if we go here, mark out this up move here, push this out here, it would make sense to do something along the lines of this, wouldn't it? See what I mean? Now, if we're going to follow a pattern similar to this, then where does that put Bitcoin? That puts Bitcoin around roughly here, which is 37k. That's not a joke. That's a big move in the market. It kind of makes me excited a little bit. Do you guys see that? Does that make sense to you guys? I want to get some comments to see if that makes any sense to you guys. Because for me, if this is going to unfold, then we need to make these shows a little bit more fun. And I think we might need to start talking about altcoins in a bit more detail. And I think we're going to need to make sure that we're on top of every piece of altcoin news that's coming out. This might not only be a TA show anymore. You know what I mean? And we have the ability to do that. So if we're going to get something along the lines of this, where we need a throwback, then the throwback scenario could be something like this. We've done it so many times before in the market. We've done it. I can find examples for you. I can find, look, even here, you see, you've got this range here. You've got this range here. We take out this high before we go lower. And then once we break above, look at this area here. Once we break above, then we start pushing up. Now, look, I know that a lot of you guys are going to ask me, well, NJ, bro, what if the low's in? As in the low is in for good and we can start exiting the bear market and going into a bull market. Now, I don't think that's the case. Okay. For me to say that from a charting perspective, if I'm going to say that, yeah, then I need to to mark out a level that can say, all right, I need an invalidation point. I need something to say, all right, look, if price goes above here and is holding, then I'm wrong. Okay. Now the level for me is, it has to be, there's two main levels for me. All right. The first level for me will be this 30K area here. 30K is a key level for me. Okay, 30K is a very key level for me, because in the bull market that we had for 2021, that was the area of support. Look, we had this area of support here where we all thought it was over. We pushed up. We had this area here where I was releasing rap video on Twitter. All right, I don't know if you guys follow me on Twitter. Some of you, maybe the YouTube community is different to the Twitter community, but I was having fun in the bull market. I love like writing lyrics and throwing it out there just to have some fun, you know. So I was writing rap videos here, and then I released one song called Already Long right here, literally right here. And I was like, yeah, boom, I'm already long. You know, I think I should find that video and play it. If somebody can find it for me, I'll play it on the channel. But I can't go and find that right now. So as soon as I released it here, boom, we started getting all this massive move up. So for me, 30K is a very important level. That's the area where I think we're going to find the most resistance. If we're talking about resistance on any sort of time frame, for me, 30K, that's where we intend to find the biggest resistance. Do I have any other level of confluence? The 42 to 43K area. Now, when I mark it out here, it is 42K, but for me, it's between 42 and 43K. Okay. Suddenly the chart starts getting messy, but it does kind of line up. Okay, look at all this choppy deviation sort of area here. Okay, now for me, if we're going to push up, we're going to push up into this 30K level. That's the magnet. That's the magnet. This is the consolidation here that has sent the market lower. So look, irrespective of news, apparently when we get bearish news, market wants to go up. So if market wants to go up, let market go up. Fine, whatever, we'll get on board. Hey Scarlett, how's it going, love? Hope you're doing good. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. Happy Friday to you. So again, if we're going to get some sort of deviation here, because I do think we're still in a bear market. I can't say that we're not in a bear market. Look, we've got the high here, we've got lower high here, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. I can't turn around and say macro, we are no longer in a bear market. However, if we do something along the lines of this, okay, now just this area here, suddenly, I don't know. Is this a deviation of the higher time frame range? I don't know. If that's the case, then it's going to be a good. Then things are going to be good. And interestingly enough, guys, look, you see what I'm showing you here on this chart? You see how I've got this consolidation marked out. I've got this 30K level marked out. I've got these highs marked out here. You see how I say we break these highs, retest this consolidation here before we push up, and that makes this an overall deviation. If we zoom in, right? Hold on. That's exactly what I'm talking about here. You see, you've got the high, you've got the lows that you're looking for, the support level that you're looking for. We've got the deviation. We've swept this high here, which the market is telling us, all right, look, I want to go higher. Now, if we get a pullback into, let's see, what is this level exactly? 22,400, 22,500. If we get a pullback into that area, then we might need to go already long. Hey, look, Elizabeth found it. How do I can't seem to copy it on this. All right, one sec. I look at this, yeah. Look at this. So this is what I did at the bottom. So price was here. If we go back on the weekly, I want to show you this because a lot of you lot don't follow me on Twitter. So look where price was right here. You see this wick right here? Price was around that area here. And then I released this on Twitter. Hey, what? You lot miss me, yeah? Bruh, I see bears have been giving us a hard time. They've been putting it on us. Obviously, now is our time to shine. We got to get ramping on this energy right now. We got to bring the heat back. They've been giving it to us. Now we've got to give them some back. You get me? NJ never left really. I was just on a break. Yeah. Yo, what you know about Cell? You must know serious people. Waste man, what? You thought it was dead? Hyena man, move like Weasel. I took a break from the game, but they asked him for NJ like he was straight up evil. What? You didn't get the memo? NJ's still all about his people. Because we're talking the hardest. Because we're talking the business. I don't really care what the next man started. I am the trader. You are the chartist. You want to be a big man. You want that key to the car. You want to be a bad man, want to be a star, but you never bought the dip on HTR. Boom, what's going on? Bitcoin flood, I'm already long. Self frame, man's already long. HTR, man's already long. BIOS, man's already long. SXP, because I'm already long. ETH, I'm already long. You should all already be singing along. Hey, if bull market comes back, bro, if bull market comes back, I'm telling you, I'm going to go mad. If bull market comes back, we are going to smash it. There is no excuse. I need to calm down. Trading emotions, I need to calm down. But this was a legendary day. This was a legendary day because as soon as we did that, right, we started pushing up like crazy. Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, obviously in the bull market, I got fat, right? Because we were always at our desks. We was always charting. We was always like, there was always a trade to be in. So there was no sleep. I can't even explain how bull market is. I know a lot of you lot aren't really used to the bull market, but some of you are, some of you aren't. But when you really dive into the TA and when you're really like pushing, you start losing sleep. You can't go to the gym. Every time you have a free moment, you're looking at your phone, you're looking at the charts, you're looking at your positions. You've always got some sort of position open. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's a trending market. Market just trends. You see how if we even look at from here, right? If we even look at from here right now, just from a weekly perspective, yeah? Let me remove the drawings. Just from a weekly perspective, if we've got support here or what was resistance, look how on the weekly time frame we're not getting any time to really go up. We're not really getting any time to get on board. Market pulls back, it forms a wick and it just starts pushing. So, you know, when the market is aggressive, like look at this area here. If we look, it's kind of reminding me, this area here is kind of reminding me of this area here. And I'll explain why. Because look, if we've got you see all this chop and whatnot here, it's very ugly price action, right? It makes you think that it's kind of over. If I zoom out like this, to me, if I was looking at price like this, it's over. I would be even saying, you know what, we swipe the stops here. Price is proving that it wants to go lower. We need to go for this wick here now. We need to go for this. This is the most logical support. That's what I would be saying. Do you know what I'm saying? But then what price does, price just reverses and does this, and it doesn't give you a chance. Look, when price reverses, it does this, bullish engulfing. Price goes up, it swipes out this high here, and you're thinking, all right, do you know what? Maybe if we catch range low, we'll go up. Doesn't give you that, bro. Look, it gives you the pullback that you're looking for here into this consolidator, and then it just goes. So that's what we need to make sure we don't mess up here. I've already messed up with this area here. I didn't buy this. I didn't buy this wick into this support just because we kept getting bearish news. We kept getting massive bearish news. FOMC was horrible, bro. Like I don't know who can look at that news and say, yeah, bullish. Like, I don't know who can do that. I can't do that. And then obviously GDP come out yesterday. We were live when GDP come out. It was negative news. And then market started going up. Even when GDP came out, if you lot were on the live stream yesterday, GDP come out, price started reacting negatively. If we look at the 15 minutes, hold on. We were here. Look. We were here like this. Price started reacting negatively to the GDP news. And I said, if we break below this consolidation right here, if we break below this consolidation right here, we break below the weekly open, then we can look for lower targets, you know? I wanted to go long at 21,600. I really did, but market never gave it. Market chopped like crazy in this whole area here. Horrible consolidation. It only looks good in hindsight because we went up, but if we went down, it would have looked good in hindsight as well. So market was horrible here, and then it did this. So even this area here looks just as disgusting to me as this area here. It just doesn't look good. So I can't tell you guys long and short. I have to be realistic with you guys. So Mo says, am I bullish now? Look, bro, I'll be honest with you. I'm getting the sensations, but I have to be realistic. There's only two areas that I can long, you know? The two areas that I can long is, number one, we need to break above here. Okay. But I don't want that scenario to unfold. I don't want to be longing in this area here. I don't want that. And I really don't think it's right. It doesn't make sense to me. What I want is to be long in this area here. That's the area that I want to long. Okay. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I can only go by what the chart is showing me. If price does something like this, hold on. If price comes into this area here, I'm expecting whatever it is to do and then get back above here. And then obviously we've secured all of this and we can start pushing up. Great. Okay. But if we sort of break down into this area here, maybe this area here, I don't know, if we break down into one of these areas here, then what we need to do is we need to go back to the Nasdaq, right? Which chart was it for the Nasdaq? I think it was this one. So similarly, if we say, for instance, when Bitcoin is going back into that area that I mentioned, I want the Nasdaq to be doing the same thing too. You know, I want it to be coming here. Okay. Now, if I buy support for Bitcoin and then Nasdaq starts doing this, and then it maybe takes out this low and maybe even these lows here, then I don't know, man. Then I'm probably gonna have to take profits on my long positions. Okay. If it starts doing that, then that's not good. Let me look at some of these comments. Hey, can we get some likes? We've got 60 people in the chat, but we've got like 30 likes. Can we get that to 60? Like, why are you not getting that to 60? We like to get 100 likes over every episode, but we're an hour into this episode and we got 30 likes. So probably not going to get 100 likes this episode. And we've got porn people coming into the chat and putting porn comments in the chat. Look at this. The bomber clot is this, man. Put user in. No, hide user from this channel. Yeah, hide user from that channel there. God, that's horrible, isn't it? But yeah, so look, that's what I'm doing. I'm timing it with Nasdaq and BTC. So for BTC, like we can't just look at Bitcoin. There's more that we need to look at. Okay, there's more that we need to look at. So anyway, that's my plan with BTC and the Nasdaq. There's two major plans. I'm gonna just put it in for you guys one more time, so you guys can see. So if we go to the 4 hour, so what I'm looking for right now on Bitcoin is, look, I wanted 21,600. I don't know if 21,600 is going to come. So now that we've swung this high here, I'm hoping that we've got enough liquidity to push back into the range high, maybe even sweep this low and then push up. Even if we can come here, that would be so good. All right, 22,200, as low as possible. Okay. And then I think we're gonna start pushing higher now. If obviously I'm gonna time that with the Nasdaq to make sure that the Nasdaq's doing the same thing. Similarly, we need to take into consideration now, and this is where it gets interesting, that this is all BTC. If BTC is gonna push up, then we need to talk about Ethereum. Okay. Again, look, I had so many bearish scenarios. This was the highest probability at the time. The news was so bearish. We need to talk about Ethereum. Now, Ethereum, right? We need to take into consideration. I'm actually going to remove all of this. Fuck it. Let's just do it again. If I'm good, I should be able to get it all back in one go. For Ethereum, the level that really stood out to me for Ethereum was somewhere around here. Hold on. This low. This low is what stood out to me on Ethereum. So I'll mark this low out and I'll drag it across right here. It's like the Doctor Strange the mirror dimension kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? That's how I'm seeing it. This looks like a mirror dimension for me. All right. This level is a crucial level. It just doesn't matter what you say. For me to get bullish, I need to see a weekly or monthly close above this. Now, again, what's the date today? Today is the 29th of July, which means that in a few days' time, we've got the monthly close. It also is a Friday today. So again, all the stock markets and stuff, they're all closing tonight for for the weekend. Okay, BTC will keep going, but it's the monthly close now. So a lot of things are lining up. A lot of things are really, really lining up. So for me, again, look, what do I need to see? I need to see a weekly or monthly close above this key level here. And until we see that, technically we are at resistance, right? So we can look for pullbacks for long scenarios, but really and truly, if price does something like this, if price does something like this, then everybody's going to say, well, do you know what? We were at 1700. It was so obvious at the time. Why did we not do X, Y, and Z? So we can mark out pullbacks. But really and truly, if we even zoom in here on the daily, yeah, we can see how important that level, that 1700 level is. Now, where are the stops resting? We need to be realistic. Stops are resting here. Stops are resting here. Okay. So I can even draw out a range from here just to see, how do I play that? Stops are resting. Well, these stops have already been taken out from this area here. So maybe up here. What is this level here? This is the 3,000 level, man. $3,000 for Ethereum. I didn't think I'd see that anytime soon. But if we break above, say for instance, right, if we draw this out here, if we do something like this and we push up to these highs here, if we do something like that, then suddenly the doors to these highs here are open. Then that starts making this look like a deviation, and there's your confirmation. I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm doing today. I've come on the stream and I'm talking about these bull scenarios. I'm getting a bit of a headache after nearly a year of bear market. Let's have a look at some of these comments, all right? So, Powers of Four says, NJ, don't you think sometimes listening to the news can be a bad thing, as market movers tend to manipulate while scooping up the lows, and then the sentiment changes for weeks later for retail buyers, etc? No, mate. It depends what kind of news you're talking about. If you're talking about news on CNBC saying Bitcoin is going to all-time high, then that's not news. That's speculation. Don't confuse yourself between news and speculation. When FOMC came out a couple of days ago and it was a 75 BPS increase, that was the data. The data was there to say this is a 75 BPS increase. Okay. When GDP came out yesterday, it was minus 0.9%. That was data. It was printed. We saw it live. Do you see what I'm saying? That's not manipulation. That's facts. Obviously, if we're going to be talking about, random people saying, oh yeah, maybe the low is in for cryptocurrencies and maybe cryptocurrencies will be going up, then yeah, if we start getting a pullback on that weekend, then you can argue it's the contrarian view. But I don't really use words like manipulation anymore. Like, I can understand enough from the charts now for me not to use the word manipulation. Okay, let's have a look at some more comments. So Pomoabe says, my short entry for ETH is 1750. Should I take profit or let it ride, bro? Well, look, it's up to you. I personally wouldn't be shorting right now, and the reason I can't short right now is because there's unless you've got a stop here at 2200, which doesn't sound like good risk to reward for me, unless you've got a stop here maybe, which is less probability, which is at 1920-ish. Then I don't know. It's for me, it's probabilities, right? For me, it's probabilities. And the probabilities for me right now is, look, we've broken below this 1700 and we got the reaction that we wanted, right? We broke below 1700 and we got the reaction that we wanted. It sold off quite aggressively. Now, if we're retesting 1700, that's good for a wave lower. I can totally understand the short scenario. If we're going to invert the chart for the bulls, it makes complete sense. I see why you'd be shorting, okay? If we invert the chart, sometimes it's easier to look at the charts when you're looking at different sort of perspectives. Like, some people, for them, it's easier to short. For some people, it's easier to long. So sometimes you can just invert the chart just to see, Now, when I invert the chart, for me, this is bullish, right? All we have to do is kind of wait. We've got consolidation here, okay? If we can do something like this, then we can take out these lows and then we can go. For me, I can see why you'd be shorting. It makes complete sense. And based on the metrics that we've got, based on the data that we've got, shorting makes complete sense. However, at the same time, sometimes the market wants to do its own thing. The market can remain inconsistent as long as you can remain solvent, so your mind can be solid. You can be thinking of everything that you want to be thinking about, and then the market just continues to just do this. You're shorting, liquidated. The market can just keep doing that. Have we seen it before? Yeah, we have, right here. So look, the last time we were at 1700, the last time we deviated 1700, if we want to talk about stories, this was the last time we deviated 1700. And the last time we deviated 1700, we just kept going. Look, we didn't get a pullback until we got to this area here, which was 4,300. That's when we got the pullback. and then it went up again. Do you see what I'm saying? So we are at such a make or break for crypto right now. I really can't tell you what's going to happen next. All I can say is that for Bitcoin, if we get a pullback, I'm going to buy. I'm going to be buying, okay? I need to take that risk. And the reason I need to take that risk is because that's what the market is giving me. That's just what the market is giving me. So if we get something like this, again, it's the same thing for Ethereum. If we can get something, now we've broken market structure. You see these highs here, these highs right here. I don't know if you can see it on the screen. Maybe if I zoom out a little bit for you guys, hold on. You see all of these highs here, those have been taken now. And on top of that, we are at a very key macro level of support, of resistance. So for me, any pullback right now, I know that this area here is going to be the most likely area. Okay. So what I'm expecting now is for ETH to do something like this. And then we can ride it up to here to 1700, break above 1700. And this time, I think we're going to come for this area here. This area here falls in at around somewhere between 2100 and 2200. And the area of pullback that I'm looking for is between 1494, so 1500 and 1430. Okay. I want to try and get an entry as close to this wick as possible. This wick right here, that's the deviation. That's the stop. You never know. A market can really fade, like market can do this. And then once we break this low here, everybody's saying, oh, we're bearish now. We're going to go lower. And then market just does something like that. Lower high, lower high. If it did something like that, that would be amazing. All right. We'd have to take the risk because based off what the market is showing us, we'd have to do it. If for me to get bearish from here, well, again, it's market maker seller profile, right? We've got this consolidation here. We've got this consolidation here. If we can get below this low, that's the first thing. I'm still a buyer. Okay. But then if we break down, break below here, break into this, as soon as we break this and start showing resistance here, that's when it gets disgusting. That's when we have to push, we have to exit the positions, because obviously if ETH is doing this, Bitcoin's going to be doing this. If Bitcoin's doing that, then the NQ will probably be doing that. And if the Nasdaq is doing that, then well, there you go. There you go. Okay. So we have to time it. We have to time it. But the main thing is, right? The main thing is, if we are going to be looking for these long scenarios, then I have a question for all of you guys. What altcoins will you be longing? I'll look at some more chats here. Do you include the scenario to be a bull trap and go to 16K? Well, that's what that's what I was thinking. That's genuinely what my thought process was for Bitcoin. I thought this was a bull trap. It made so much sense to be a bull trap too, because there's not a lot of people that really pay attention to the news and stuff like that, So that's what I thought. However, obviously, with Bitcoin showing so much strength, this is massive strength. To get a move like we did yesterday, this is massive strength. So for me, I'm looking at this low here, this swing low that we made here on the 21st of July. This swing low fell in at the low was 22,350. So I'm looking at this level here now, and I'm wondering if we can get a pullback into this level, the confirmation would be back above the range high. So if we did something like this, there is confirmation right there, you know, for a push up here, and then maybe we can start pushing up here. And obviously it's quite thin, isn't it? So we can take out this high here. Okay, and we'll have to keep an eye on what the rest of the market is doing. And literally, if you look at this play, if we zoom out a little bit, this is just the same as this, and it's the same as this, and it's the same as this, and it's this. Well, not quite the same as this, but really and truly, it's kind of the same. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I'm looking at for Bitcoin. For me, that's like the most probable scenario at the moment. Obviously, if we get above, if this happens before any of this happens, I'm probably not going to waste any time. Okay, let me see if we've got any more comments here. If I had not listened to news, I would straight up long 2755, had a bid there, had a plan, but did not execute because of bad news. Look, man, look, I think that's a good thing that you're saying. Why would you be so desperate to catch every move in the market? If you're saying, yeah, I wish I didn't listen to news because of this, because of that, then what's happening is in the future, when news will matter, when, 75% of the time it does matter, you're going to get, if we're talking about 75% of the time news does matter, let's talk about it in 100%, right? So in 100%, you've got 4 moves. Okay, 75% the news will matter, and one time the news doesn't. We had bearish news this week for FOMC. We had bearish news for GDP. We had bearish news the last time we had FOMC. Jerome Powell saying that we're going into a recession. Nobody has money. Let's be honest, nobody has money. No one has money the way people had money in the bull market. You're fooling yourself into thinking that people do. When was the last time you went on Twitter and saw people buying cars or clothes or Lamborghinis? When was the last time you saw that? 2021 November. We haven't seen that since then. So we have to be realistic with what we're seeing. Now, in this particular instance, we had all that bearish news and the Nasdaq started going up. And it alleviated Bitcoin. There's a lot less pressure on the wound now that Bitcoin's created. Does that make sense? So for me, really and truly, I can only play what the market gives me. I would have never gone long or short during that FOMC period. I'd rather miss it. I've been wrecked so many times in 2018 from going long and short during event-driven news. CPI, FOMC, GDP, all of these pieces of news, I've been wrecked going long and short. The wicks that come from those, you know what I'm saying? And in this particular instance, we went up. So we went up. That's cool. I missed it. I missed a what? A 5-6% move? I'll get on board higher or I'll get on board lower. I'm not going to not make money from this. That's the way you've got to see it. Any more comments? Hafuel says, NJ, do you take volume into consideration? Not really. I don't. I focus on price and I focus on macro just to see what the market is doing. Anything else? Taking profit on a 50x leverage is better. On a 50x leverage trade is better than pawn. Yes, it is. Let's see this. Do you believe August will be bullish till the next FOMC? That's a very, very good question. That's a very, very good question, Nadeem. Again, I don't know. I said July was going to be a bullish month, but I didn't think it would be bullish like this. I said we'd have a green candle in July. I did not think it would be like this, though. I didn't think we'd be showing so much strength into the month end. So, we've got 2 plans for Bitcoin. Okay, this is the first plan. You guys might want to screenshot this. And the second plan is this. So I'm going to mark it out here. There you go. So plan number 1 is if Bitcoin comes here, and plan number 2 if it comes there. I'm not going to miss the rest of this move because it's trending. So if it's trending and we're breaking out of ranges that we've been trapped in for like 40 days, then I'm not going to miss this. That's how I'm going to play it. And I will play it. Okay, I will play it. And if the Nasdaq goes up Bitcoin follows, Ethereum follows, ETH BTC will naturally follow because, of course, Ethereum going up against USD, and it's going to be going up more aggressive than Bitcoin is with the merge coming along. Then, naturally speaking, altcoins will start going up. So if altcoins are going to start going up, I guess we're going to have to start charting some altcoins. So now is the time. Let's get some altcoin requests in. Let's get some altcoin requests in. What altcoins do you guys want to long if we are going into a bullish market? And, you know, maybe leave a comment in there as well as to why. So if you're going to put an altcoin request in the chat, then maybe drop a reason why as well. Talk to the community, talk back to the people that are in the comments right now, and let them know why you think that altcoins might go up. So here we go as well. So look, for AVAX, you know, Powers of Four said AVAX because of subnets. I don't really know why subnets would be bullish. All right, you're segregating the network, you're adding more networks within one. It's like VLANs, right? It's just like adding VLANs. You're adding subnets. Subnets is even less really than VLANs, isn't it? A subnet is just a part of a network. You're breaking up a network into one go. So like if you've got, for VLANs, right, if we want to talk about AVAX real quick, if you've got a network like this, then what people tend to do is they tend to make multiple networks. All right. Well, what they do is they break this one network up into different areas, and this will be subnet 1, subnet 2, subnet 3, subnet 4, subnet 5. So maybe they're doing that to maybe increase the ecosystem. Okay, maybe that's what they're doing. Maybe they want to add different security layers for different ecosystems. But subnets, I don't really know why that would be bullish. I mean, I can do that right here from my computer. Do you know what I'm saying? But let's chart AVAX. Let us charting AVAX, man. God, look at the altcoin requests coming in. All right, you know what? Get me to 100 likes. We got 53 likes. We got 58 people. I don't know how you lot are going to get me to 100 likes, but make it happen. If you haven't subscribed to the channel as well, subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 3K subscribers. We need you guys to support. AVAX, what's going on? AVAX almost ready for the long. So for AVAX, yeah. Let's talk about AVAX. Okay, we are at resistance for AVAX right now. We can say that much. We've got monthly support here. That's monthly support. We've got deviation, deviate below this, and that's how we got the big move. At the same time, what have we got for AVAX here? Maybe we can mark out this high and we can line it up with even this here. All right, this makes sense to me. AVAX is looking quite clean, to be honest. I managed to get a lot from the monthly. Usually when I do the breakdowns, right, I don't really get a lot from the monthly, but oh my God, AVAX, man. All right. From the weekly, I can already talk about it. I can already talk about it on the weekly. There's stuff to talk about on the weekly here. Now, I can refine this. I can actually refine this, but I won't. I'm going to leave it here. Okay, cool. So with AVAX, what's happening with AVAX? So with AVAX to start with, we had this consolidation here. This was the listing. This was the listing area right here. Then when we finally pushed up, okay, price was capped by this push up here. We consolidated in this area here and we sent the market lower. Okay, so this consolidation for me is important because once we had this consolidation, we got below and we remained below for quite a while. We broke out of the consolidation and look at these wicks. These wicks was a retest of this, wasn't it? Okay, what is going on here with these bots? There's bots coming into the hide user on channel. There we go. There's bots coming in and talking about nudes and stuff. I don't know what's going on. Please be careful of the comments. Don't click on any links in the comment unless it's from in it for the tech, like it will say. I'll write it down in. Please don't click on any links unless it is officially from in it for the tech. Thanks. There we go. Okay. So once we retested this consolidation here, we got a massive, massive move right here. And then again, it's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. You see this consolidation here? We retested it and then we pushed up. So we've got one here and we've got one there. All good, all good. Let's see how we can get on board. So with AVAX, right, we know that when price is ranging in between this area here and this area here, there are clear magnets. The magnet for now, if we can break inside of this range, which looks like it's what it wants to do, the magnet is going to be here. So let's see what kind of a percentage that move is, because you know what, like maybe I might go along on AVAX. You know what I'm saying? So let's see from here to here. All right, that's a 64% move. That's nice. That's nice. And then if we break out of that range, we're talking about something completely different then. Let's see if we can even highlight this. Let's see if we can highlight something even higher. You know, if we're gonna get bullish, let's get bullish, man. Let's get bullish. Bullish. Is it? Should we take this low? Maybe this low. Let's have a look to see. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe we need to refine that and make it a little bit higher. That's the swing low, but maybe something like this. Yeah, I think I like this a lot more. Okay, because then we've got the push up in the range and we've got a push down. This is quite clean. Maybe we can even lower this a little bit here. Okay. Maybe we can heighten this a little bit here as well. Okay. All right. I think we've got a story for AVAX now. Let's just zoom in a little bit lower, just to make sure that it looks clean. So this looks clean. This is a deviation. All of these highs look clean. This looks like a clean retest. This is a deviation. Get back in the range. And then we've got clean here. I think this is a good range. I think this is good. A good use of support and resistance. So look, again, with AVAX, where are the natural highs? The magnet for price is going to be this area right here. That's going to be the area for AVAX that I'm very, very interested in. Okay. And really, if we're looking at it, it's going to be here as well. We're going to have to pay attention to this too. In fact, this can even go a little bit higher. Nah, we'll leave it. We'll leave it. Two areas for AVAX, which I'm very, very, very keen on. Now, we've got all of these highs that we need to take in this area here as well, which is good. So this is a natural magnet for AVAX. What does this price come into? What is this, fam? $39. So let's say $40 as a even number. Psychological resistance, $40 for AVAX. I didn't think I'd be talking about that anytime soon. And what does this level come to? Let's zoom out here. $50. So $40 and $50. And where are we right now? Today we are at $23, $24. So really for me, if I'm going to look for a pullback into AVAX, I'm going to be looking at this area here for a pullback into AVAX. Okay, and what is this area here? This area here falls into around the $20 marker. So for AVAX, for me personally, for AVAX, if you are paying attention, I'm not going to draw out ranges and go level to level, because I do think we're starting to get some moves, like some bigger moves in the market. So I'm going to play it from a support and resistance type style. Okay. For me, if we're looking for a swing trade, then really the way I'm looking at it is anything as close to $20 as possible is a potential long. Now we need to see how much the market pulls back, because look, I could come live on Monday or Tuesday. I don't think I'll be coming live on Monday because I'm flying to Canada, but I could come live Monday or Tuesday and I could say, you know what, guys, this is looking shit. This is not actually what's going to happen. Maybe by Monday we get something like this and price is here. If price is here by Monday, then we need to wait for something like this to unfold before we can really take the longs to 40 to 50. But that's okay. That's okay. We will get on board, you know? But this looks good, man. This looks good. For me, I'm going to bid in the $20 area. Okay, the $20 area is good. Maybe it might shake us out, but the $20 area is that's the cleanest area for me. That looks like price wants to do. Man, if we could get 20 to 50, that would be whoo, you know. Are we clear for AVAX? Are we clear? Can we move on from AVAX and move to the next altcoin? Any other altcoins? Angela says she's watching from Albania. Beautiful country. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you, sis. Hafu, I feel the same way, mate. Damn, it feels good to hear some bullish stuff. It feels good for me too, man. It feels good for me too. I really can't believe it. Crystal clear on AVAX, right? All right, flow. Flow's a weird one. Why are we talking about flow? Flow, you know. Man said flow. Let's talk about flow. Oh my god. Hey, who's talking about flow, man? Who? Yo, man, flow looks nasty, you know. I don't even know, man. This is what I mean. Like, if we look at it from the Jesus, Lord have mercy. Hey, somebody got wrecked on flow, man. That's messed up. Well, I mean, if we're going to talk about flow, let's talk about flow. It is what it is. You know, we've got this area here. Look, even no symbols, man. No symbols. Let's talk about flow, man. Look, from the monthly, that's what I'm seeing. From the weekly, even on the weekly, deviation. But let's still keep going. Let's still keep going. Let's mark out a level here on the weekly too. I think there are better plays than flow. I think there are way better plays than flow. Really and truly, these lines don't even matter. These lines don't even matter. If we go into the weekly, we've got this area here, and we've got this area here. Okay. Now for flow, there's two things that I need to see. All right. There's two things that I need to see because price looks horrible. Now, if the whole market is going up, price is going to push into this level here. How much is that for us? Jeez Louise. Hey, who called flow? That's a 200% move, man. I don't know. Let's zoom in a little bit more. Sounds a bit unrealistic. Hold on. It's just a horrible chart, man. All right, we've got resistance here. That's good. That's good. We can use resistance here as well. So there's two places. We've got a thin move in between. That works, okay? So there we go. We've got resistance. How far are we from resistance here? If we look from this area here, 22%. There we go. That makes a significant amount more of sense. And if I tell you what, we'll mark out support as well. So if this is clear support for flow. We've clearly bounced off support already. If we zoom into the lower time frames now, maybe the daily. All right. So for flow, this is what I'm seeing here, right? Now that we've got lower time frames, we can start talking about this. There we go. So for flow, I've got two targets for flow because it is showing me bullish price action. It is. It really, really is. What we need to see for flow is if we can sort of any sort of comeback. You can even long it with a stop loss there. I wouldn't do that right now. I'd wait for a bit because we didn't take out this high. You see, notice how on Bitcoin, on Ethereum, on the Nasdaq, on all these other pairs that we're charting, we took out this high, didn't we? We took out this high, and then so that we did something like this, and then we came back lower. So then I would say any sort of retest into this area here, and we could play for this, and then we could play for that. Okay. Now, for me right now, what I'd be looking for is another deviation. So we've taken out this high here. Cool. So maybe if we, excuse me, if we can come a little bit lower like this, I can expect something like this for flow. Okay. You see that? You see how these wicks, the lows, deviate, break back above, finds a low, finds support here. If we can find support here one more time, we can play it until So if we look at the targets, let's have a look at the targets. The target is, see, when it's a trending market, you can't really talk about R anymore. It's different. It's different in a trending market. So here we have, yeah, hold on. We've got a 27%, we've got a 27% move here. And then if we was to break above this level, because these are the magnets, right? If we was to break above this level, push up, we've got another 38% there. So really and truly for flow, if we do get the pullback scenario for here, for example, right, we're looking at a potential 80% move for flow. Is everybody clear for the plan on flow? I don't think flow is good, to be honest. I'm not really going to play this. I'm not going to pay too much attention for it. Maybe if we've got, what I'm going to do as well for the next episode is I'm going to look for news. I'm going to look for coin. I'm going to look at coins, and I'm going to be looking at news based around those coins. Because if we're going back in a trending market, then, you know, if I say, for instance, like flow has some big news coming out in a couple of days, then we will probably see these moves unfold. You know what I mean? So we need to take that into consideration as well. So I will be looking, but is everybody clear on flow? Can I move on? Thank you very much. Got MATIC. Everybody's always asking for MATIC. All right, let's quickly do MATIC because I've already got a chart for MATIC and it's quite clean as well. So let's look at MATIC. Not going to mark out $2 for MATIC. This is actually the wrong chart for MATIC. This isn't the range chart. Hold on. This is the range chart for MATIC. Oh, we've already got a bullish plan. I don't know why, but cool. We weren't supposed to be bullish. This is my plan for MATIC. Hey, that was easy, man. Hey, thank you, past NJ. That's hard. Yeah, so you guys just saw me do this chart right now. I blinked and the chart was there. This is the clear high for MATIC. This is the pullback scenario. This is the long that I want to play. As close as we can get to this level here so that we can put a stop loss there. For the more conservative guys, we put a stop under the box. I'm going to put my stop here. I'll put my hard stop here. That's where my hard stop would be. Okay. And let's see. I wonder if those levels match up. You guys can see the levels on the right hand side here. So I wonder if these levels match up. So say, for instance, if we do this and we do this, 45%, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. $1.20. Can we maybe if we get to the top of the range, would that say 80%? Yeah, man, 90%. And then the high, the real high is here, which is this high right here. Can you see this high right here, guys? Right there, 80%. So very similar to flow. And that's the good thing about these altcoins. A lot of these altcoins will react in the exact same way. So so take your screenshot. Take your screenshot. Let me. There we go. Clear on MATIC. I'm seeing some of these comments about flow. I look at what this guy's saying about flow. Oh my god. Oh, get it off the screen. Lord have mercy. Hey, nah, man. Get that off the screen. Flow looked horrible, man. I don't know how we broke flow down, but we did. And it lines up with MATIC as well. You see this high, halfway point, and then this high, 80% again. The 80% move that we're looking at on flow is the same 80% move that we found on MATIC, which has a lot more liquidity. So it makes sense. AAVE. I haven't had AAVE before. Let's do AAVE, man. I like AAVE. I don't like AAVE. I don't really care about AAVE. But yeah, let's do AAVE. Okay, so for AAVE, we've bounced off monthly support. That's one thing that we can see here. We bounced off monthly support, so that's one. I'm going to remove it because that's the monthly time frame. I'm not going to keep that there. But we'll mark the high out. I think that's fair. There we go. That's a bit too far. Let me bring it here. There we go. And then we're at resistance now, which is very obvious. We are obviously at resistance. Can I refine that resistance? This is really the big resistance here. You know, this is the big resistance. So let's mark out this big resistance. Okay, that's the big resistance for AAVE. And then where would we be going if we was to go higher? We'd be going, probably be this low, right? This is the low that the market reacted off. there. So that's how I'd play AAVE. So hold on, if we go into the weekly, let's have a look to see if we can refine it anymore. So again, we've got support here on the weekly. Yeah. Flipping out. Hey, who called AAVE, man? AAVE, you genius. You genius guy or girl. Yeah. Wow. AAVE looks good, man. I'm not gonna lie. AAVE looks all right. Hold on. One sec, yeah. AAVE looks all right. So hold on. So again with AAVE, we've tapped into this. Maybe we need to go a little bit lower. Maybe we need to go a little bit lower in the time frames because again, I'm seeing the over under pattern again. I don't know if you guys are seeing it, but you've got the high, you've got the over under, but we've not broken market structure anywhere. So let's have a look on the daily to see if this is actually making sense. So yeah, now that we're zooming into the daily, it doesn't look as nice as it was looking. This is the consolidation here that sent the market all the way up. We're kind of in that consolidation now, So we can chuck in a couple cheeky trend lines. We can maybe do something like this. We've broken out of this area. We've broken out of this channel. Look, there's the channel here. You see? We were in this channel deviation, so we went to the top of the channel. We rejected off the channel, and then we came to the channel lows, and now we've broken out the channel completely. So I can see why we're looking for something like that. So really and truly for me, how I'd get on board with AAVE would be it would have to be on the higher time frame. It'd be this area here, really. Okay. Now the targets for AAVE would be a little more conservative. So we'd have to target this high here first. Okay, so it would have to be like this. So there's multiple take profits for AAVE really, which makes me less consistent with the trade. See, this is the up move that sent the market to new lows. So really and truly, what I'd be looking for, I want these highs to get taken. So let's see what the price is. So if we can get back into this blue box, that's where we'd be looking to long, right? Confirmation back above. If we are looking, what's the high here? 80% again. You see that? Do you see how it's all lining up? You see how all the support and all the resistance lines up? That's 80% again. So to this high here would be 20%, which is the same as around, what's it called? Flow. All right. And then up to this high, 45%, same as MATIC. And then if we get to the top, 80%. So really and truly, a lot of these altcoins, they're really lining up. They're really lining up together. And I can see why a lot of people are seeing that. Okay. Are we clear for AAVE? Can we move on from AAVE? You guys didn't see the chart for MATIC. What happened? Hold on. MATIC is there, man. I'm just looking at the replay right now. Hold on. Oh, the screen did cut. Yeah, the screen cut. All right. Cool. Let's go back to MATIC. All right. Take a screenshot for MATIC if you want now. You guys good with MATIC? You guys understand MATIC? Is the screen still funny? No, you guys can see it. Yeah? Cool. Take a screenshot of MATIC. That's what I'm looking at for MATIC, okay? So anything here. That's where I'd be bidding for MATIC, all right? And again, all of this could all go sideways in a couple of hours. Like we could finish the stream and in a couple of hours time, market could just nuke and suddenly we have to get on board something else. When it's in a range bound market, right? Last couple of weeks, we were getting some good trades. We made some money, we did. But if the market follows the plan, it follows the plan. And if it doesn't follow the plan, then you have to be disciplined enough to say no. You know what I'm saying? So this is the plan for MATIC. It looks a little bit easy to me. It does look a little bit easy. So maybe we'll get a deeper pullback. Maybe we'll get a pullback into the 75-cent range. But until then, it looks like the bids are going to be really and truly inside this 80-cent range. Okay. 80 to 83%, 80 to 83 cents. Okay. Have a look. Let's do one or two more and then I'm going to shoot. Maybe Doge. Should we chart Doge? I'd love to see meme coins going wild, man. I love meme coins. So for Doge, what can we see for Doge here? Well, we've got this high here, haven't we? So this is where the market found resistance, okay? In January 2021, February, March, price found resistance in this area here. So this is a full retrace. This is a full retrace. Now, the confirmation play, of course, would be that's where price is trapped. Get back above that and it opens the doors. Got resistance there as well. Here. Yeah, I think we have to mark that one out. Okay. There we go. And then we'll mark out one more. Yeah, that's about it. So again, what I'm doing here to try and find support and resistance is I'm building a story, all right? So like the price, the narrative has to make sense to me. So look, we've got a deviation there. We know that this was resistance, resistance, resistance. We got the deviation. We got what we needed. We got back above. And as soon as we got back above, then we got the big move up. Now, on the way down, multiple things have happened on the way down, okay? We'll ignore this for now. But really and truly on the way down, we had an area here where price was trying to look for a bottom, wasn't it? We had this up move here. We had this up move here that led to the push down. This is the deviation. As soon as we had a deviation, we pushed back up and we tapped this consolidation here. So this order block that we've got here, this is an area for me which does seem to really make sense. So I'm going to keep that there. Maybe if we can go into the daily chart, we'll see a lot more. Okay. So again, from the daily, this consolidation becomes a lot cleaner on the daily. You can start to see what price was actually doing here on the daily. Okay. So really and truly, for Doge, there's a few things I'm seeing already for Doge, and it does look a lot similar. It does look very similar to some of these altcoins that we're playing. At the same time, let's see if it lines up. So really and truly for Doge, the first target already is going to be here, right? Which falls in at 8.7 cents. The second target would be around 12 cents, and the third target would be around 18 cents. 18 cents for Doge. That's a lot of money coming back into cryptocurrency if that happens, That's a lot of money if that happens. But so where would I buy Doge if I was to look to buy Doge? I don't know. It would have to be this consolidation here. Doge is a bit trickier. Doge is a little bit trickier because you see with Doge, price hasn't really built that foundation yet. So for Doge, it could do this. even though the whole market is looking bullish, and then do this, and then come up, and then do this, and then do this. Okay, the real confirmation for Doge, for me personally, is above here. So we need to. So these are the natural highs that we'd be going for. So maybe if we come back in here, get above like this. If we can hold here, then we can target here. Then we can target here. Okay. So it's possible you could put a bid here at the you could put a bid here at 6.3 cents. You could. It's a bit scary if you did that, but you could. And then obviously once price breaks above 8.7 to 9 cents, which is a 50% move, that's when we get the confirmation. But look, you know what? When you're playing crypto, you've got to take some risks. Okay. This isn't financial advice. I'm just telling you how I do what I do. You know, you've got to take some risks. You've got to time it with the overall market. Are we clear for Doge? Does Doge make any sense to you guys? Are we clear? I'm sure you guys can take a screenshot of that. Hey man, we've got this. How is this guy getting back into the chat again? This naked sex. How is this getting back in? I don't know how this keeps getting back in the chat. Kidoki. Now everyone was short in Solana yesterday, you know. So let's do Solana. Let's do Solana because everybody was short in Solana yesterday. Sol. Let's talk about Sol. Sol USDT, right? Ooh. What did young NJ say about Solana? Interesting. What were you doing here, young NJ? What were you doing? Let me try and see if I can understand what my previous self was. Thanks, Liz. Thank you, Liz. Appreciate, love. Appreciate. You are the best. You are the best. The best in the world, Elizabeth. All right, cool. This isn't the right chart for Solana, but I just want to see what young NJ was doing. I just kind of want to understand. So clearly we've got a channel here. This was the range bound environment that we had here. This is a tweet. I think I tweeted something like this. This is the high that we needed to take out in order for us to really start getting bullish. We got support here, deviation. We're stuck in the channel. We tried to break out the channel here. We broke out the channel here, but this is the high that's important. So we took out this high, and as soon as we swung this high, we broke below and showed bearish market structure. And now we're showing bullish market structure. We're showing something like this. Ergen, welcome to the stream, bro. It's a good time. It's a good time to be joining into crypto. If we're looking for longs at the moment, bro. So if we're looking for longs, then it might be a good time for you to start looking into crypto. So something like this. This is a range, you know. This is a range. I tell you that much now. Look at this. Look, you see how it's almost perfect? That's a range. But anyway, we're not going to mark out the range. We're going to leave it like this. So what's happened here for Solana is we've come back into the range. The range that we're currently playing, we've come back in. And it's looking good. So again, for Solana, look, this is what I'm going to do for Solana. I'm going to look for a pullback into this area here, which falls in around the $40 level, which is where we were looking to long it the last time too, you know. That's where we were looking to long it for the last time too. Get above, get above, get above, get above. Once this high is taken, that's when it opens the doors to the rest of these highs here. You see, we've got okay, break above, and then we can start pushing. So if we need to draw out that there. Okay. So it's something like this. There we go for Solana. All right. So really and truly from this area here, if we can get back into this box, Solana's a bit shit, you know. 50% to get to the top of the channel. Oh, but we're in a wider... Oh, young NJ, what the bumper claw. I see. Okay. So we've got the little range levels here to try and identify how to get on board, and then you've got the higher time frame range. Young NJ, you're doing all right, Maji. You're doing all right. So the key level, all right, let's remove this. Okay, cool. So you notice I can see what I'm doing here now. So you see this bottom green level here at $43.3. This is the range low of a wider range. Okay. Now, what price is doing here is we're pressing up against resistance and we're trying to get back into the range. So essentially what young NJ is saying here is once we get back into the range, let's change this, man. Let's change the color of this because it confused me. What color should we do, lads and ladies? Let's do blue. No, we can't do blue because let's do orange. Let's bless Naruto. Orange. There we go. So really and truly, what I'm looking for Solana right now is look at this area here and look at this area here. God, I love doing TA with you guys, I really enjoy it. I never used to like TA as much as I like it now, but hey, what, the screen's gone funny again. Bombassil, the screen did go funny, but you can see it now. I can see it on the stream now. The screen is good now. I'm really sorry about that. It's the software. It's the software. But anyway, look, Solana. Let's not lose focus. I'm really having fun right now. So, with Solana, we need to break above here for confirmation. Any pullback into this blue box, you have to buy at your own peril. Okay, you have to buy at your own peril. But if we break above this orange line here, right, we've broken back into the range lows. Okay, we break above into the range lows, and then we can start targeting the mid range, and we can look for these highs here, and then we can figure out what to do going forward for the range highs. Okay, but for now, this is the plan. This is the plan for Solana. So if you want to check out screenshottings, if you're wanting to do screenshot, now would be time for Solana, right? For Sol. To do screenshot for Sol. Hey, smash up the likes, man. We're not going to get 100 likes on this video, This is the first video in the last 4 or 5 that we've done. We're just not going to get 100 likes. It is what it is. You win some, you lose some. It's not as happy as a Friday could be. It is what it is. So anyway, have you guys got the plan for Solana? I haven't seen your AVAX. Thought after your live that broke away because of your keyboard. Oh, yeah. Well, we done AVAX now, bro. We done AVAX now. So if you rewind the video, we've done AVAX. Okay? Let's do some more, man. Let's do some more because everything is looking good. PYR. SC covers PYR. No more altcoins. Sand. All right, let's look at sand. We were bullish on sand. We were bullish, but the plan just didn't set up. We were bullish, but the plans didn't set up. But look, the plan is back on for sand. The plan is back on for sand. See that? Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot for sand. There we go. 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 There we go CRV, is that the one that we're doing next? CRV. Have you guys got the screenshot for Sand? Don't worry, Stitching. Don't worry. I'm gonna put chapters in as soon as the video ends. I'm gonna put some chapters in, and hey, what is this? Okay, NJ, I see you don't want to notice me. Arkalianu, drop me an altcoin request right now. I'm waiting for your altcoin request. We can't do CRV next because we're waiting for Arkalianu to drop us an altcoin request. Okay. Sorry, guys and girls. I love all of you, but we've got a member of the NJ community who's not very happy right now. We need to chart Arkalianu's request. Come on, Arkalianu. I know you're there, mate. I know you're there. Give me your altcoin request, my friend. Guys, in the chat, let's spark up Arkalianu. Let's give Arkalianu some positive comments on a Friday. Let's get him to talk about his altcoin chart. Flux. All right, there you go. Flux. Qcoin, Binance, Bittrex. I guess we'll have to chart the Bittrex one, right? That will probably have the most. Arkalianu, bro. Come on. Bro. All of that madness. We stopped the stream for you, bro. Oh my god, bro. Dude. All right. Hold on. Let's go to another chart. Hold on. Oh my. Arkalianu, what have you done, mate? What have you done? Don't worry, we will do CRV. We'll do CRV after. We'll do CRV after. Let me just remove this comment here. Arkalianu, my friend. Nothing I can really take from here, man. We're at all right. Yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie, bro. It looks shit, man. Keep the altcoin requests coming in, guys. Keep it coming in. And girls. Got some beautiful ladies in crypto, man. I wish my sisters would get into crypto. Like, I wish they would. I think that they'd enjoy it. This looks horrible, bro. This doesn't look good to me. It's basic support and resistance, very basic support and resistance. So there's two easy ways to really play this. Number one, again, look, if you're going to buy these lows, you have to buy them at your own peril, because as soon as it shanks, then bang, you know what I'm saying? But if you're not, if you want to check out, if you want to take the risk, that is, then we've got as close as possible to this level. Maybe show some bullish price action. Maybe we can target here first because this is the resistance. If we get above this, level here, which is, so we're at, what's the price right now? So the price is 41 cents. That's the range low. The price right now is 50 cents. And I'm saying that we need to get above 60 cents, really. Okay. So 60 cents is the resistance. So if we're going to go any lower, right, then any sort of buy, you'd be targeting this 50 cents level right here. Okay. 60 cents level right there. Now, if we was to get above, then it's starting to show that bullish, that same consolidation that we had here. I'd be expecting to see something like that here, something like that here. If we was to break out of this range, there. Makes sense. Makes sense. That's Flux as best as I could. So Flux, PYR. You could check SC for PYR, to be honest, man. You could check SC for PYR. He's a Bitcoin is doing the pullback right now, you know. Just before we jump into to the next altcoin. This is the higher time frame. This is the higher time frame Bitcoin chart. We're right at resistance. We're right at resistance. So we need to look for something anywhere in this sort of 22K region. 22K is where I want to buy, man. Anyway, hold on. Look, let me show you the FTX chart. 1 second, yeah? Here. So look, we're overdue. We are so overdue a trade, man. We are so overdue. Like I haven't had a trade now in like a week, in less just over a week or something. No, I took one last week, but God, it's Friday now, bro. It's Friday. Like I need a trade as well. So here's the plan for Bitcoin. I'm really liking this plan. It looks like it might unfold. Why have we got bare plan number ones? There. Plan number one is here. Plan number two is there. It looks like it's happening. Let's move on to CRV. Ooh, CRV. We are right into meaty resistance right here, man. We're into some meaty resistance on CRV. Whew. This one's going to be a bit scary. Let's see. Let us see if we can long some CRV. No. Here. Yeah, here. Right, okay. So CRV, right? What are we going to do for CRV? So you can see we have some supporting, some resistance, right? Clearly chart is going lower. Clearly. Typically what you see on inverse, if you do reverse, what you are going to see is price doing retest for bearish, right? Retest. But we have some clear objective, right? Objective being right here. Have some very clear objective. Okay. Last time SPX done something very same, right? Price needs to break this area here. Price has to break this area. Price breaks this area. Finally, we can start looking at this area right here. You see, distribution, deviation, up to you what you want to call it. But you can see price doing what price wants to do. Perhaps we have something like this where price slowly up, right? Something like this. I'm joking. So look, this is the break-in market structure pattern that I was talking about anyway. If we go to the daily now, something like this, okay? We swipe these highs, we break below, we push up, something like this. That's kind of what I'm expecting for CRV. And the reason I'm not breaking it down into ranges and the reason I'm zooming out so much, because if we break this all down into ranges, we're going to miss the move. Okay? So I'm looking for key pivots. I'm looking for absolute key pivots. And when I do find those pivots, I will trade it based off that. Look. key pivot number 1, boom. Key pivot number 2, boom. Key pivot number 3 is here. Once price breaks below, we get a nasty sell-off. Okay, we break support. Wan Chain, oh bro, come on, really? Are we going to look at Wan Chain? Wan Chain has some of the poorest fundamentals in the market. It's so behind its time, you know. It's so behind its time. But anyway, look, for CRV, I'm keeping it super simple, super simple. We are at major resistance for CRV. We need to break this area here, which is the we have to break this $1.60 level. We have to break it in order to get really bullish, in order to open these big doors that we want to open, right? Because the market can change, you know. We can be doing all of these bullish plans, and then in a couple of hours, the market just screws us all. Okay, you see that for CRV? We need to break that 160 level. That 160 level is where you're going to really get that confirmation. Okay, and then we can target here, and then we can target this high here. Okay, makes sense? I just want to keep it clean and simple. I want to keep it clean and simple because otherwise we're going to miss it. Take screenshot, man. Taking screenshot. Shut up, bruv. Take a screenshot, right? All good for CRV. Can we move on? Hey, we're at 72 likes. We might actually make it. We're 28 likes away from 100. We've only got 50 people here, so I don't know. Did we get any subscribers? We need to get some new subscribers, man. We need the show to grow. We need to get more subscribers. Let's see. Have we got any? Listen, if you're feeling shy, drop a comment, man. Drop a comment. There's enough of you here. Don't feel shy. I might see your comment. All right, we got one here from Ellis. I don't know who Ellis is. Ellis. Actually, I think I've seen you before, Ellis. Welcome back to the show if you have. What did I say we were going to do? What did Ellis? Prom. That's it, prom. I played this, you know. Liz, I don't know if you're still watching, Liz, but it was Friend. Friend was the one who found this. No, it was Ricky. Ricky was the one who found this trade. Ricky was the one who called it. He's like, yeah, Prom's going to launch and it's going to go bonkers. And I think it did. I played this for a little bit in the last bull market, 2021. Yeah, May 2021. So let's see if we can mark out anything from here for Prom. You know what? Yeah, one thing I'll tell you guys is if you've got Binance coins that are looking like that have a lot of volume and liquidity, don't look at charts that don't. We've got a clear. We've got a clear swing low here that pushed the market lower. So let's mark that out. It is looking bullish though. It is looking bullish. It's that clear market structure pattern once again. Here as well. This is the resistance that we took out. This area here. So we'll have to mark this out here as well. And is that enough from the weekly? Maybe I'll take a mid. Excuse me. Maybe I'll take a mid range as well. That's the range. That's the range that this price looks like it's stuck in. And if we go on the daily, Elise, this looks disgusting, man. This looks disgusting, my bro. Look, all these highs here, they've been taken. If we can get maybe... Oh, man, this is disgusting. We really need to get back above here. So, look, there's two plans for Prom. Two very obvious plans. Here, 1, 2. 1, 2. That's the high that we're looking to take out for Prom. That's the big resistance. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. Hey, Oran, you're a nice guy, you know. Give this man a sub. It's free. It's free to subscribe to the channel. It's free. Takes a time. It takes a second out of your time. This channel is so underrated. You should have at least 28k, not too. We'll get there, bro. We'll get there. The community does need to grow. It does. We'll get there when we get there. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a process. We have to go through the process. Okay, so let's take 2-3 more chart requests, and then I'm gonna disappear, man. I need to get ready. Oh, by the way, guys, I've got some terrible news. I won't be streaming on Monday. I'm flying to Canada, so I'm not going to be streaming on Monday. But Tuesday, I'm not going to be here at 12:15 because the time difference in Canada is mad. I'm going to be here a little later at 12:15 than 12:15 on Tuesday. But I'll be streaming anyway. I'll be streaming. I know it might mess up with the times and stuff, but you can watch it. You can watch it, the replay. Okay. Let's see. What do we have? Oh, VLX. All right. Scarlett wanted VLX the other day. Let's do VLX. Okay. Scarlett, sister, we're doing VLX. Oh God, Scarlett, why have you told us to do? What an ugly. Scarlett, you're an OG on this channel, Scarlett. Let's see if we can find a better chart. You did say Bittrex. You did say Bittrex. All right, there we go. We've got a lot of price action. Is Scarlett onto something? Has Scarlett found a potentially good opportunity here? Let's see, man. Let's see. We're gonna mark the chart out right now, man. Excuse me. Right, okay, what am I seeing here for VLX? What am I going to see here for VLX? Right, okay, so I have a resistance right here. Clearly we have deviation, and then if we mark out this area right here, let's see, what do we have right here? Very beautiful resistance, beautiful support, very beautiful chart that we have here for VLX. Monthly chart looking absolutely fantastic. Let's see if we can dissect trading plan, right? Yeah, go on then. Go on. Let's take these lows then. Go on. Looks a bit like BTC, those lows. Oh, is that a range? Don't tell me that's a range. Lol, it's a range. Okay. Yeah, all right. I like that. I'm going to keep that. Okie dokie, artichoke. So there's the range for VLA. Let's mark this out. Let's go down into the lower time frame. So look, it's looking very similar. All right. I'll show you guys something here. This is a decent example. All right. So notice, right? Notice we've got this consolidation here, which looks very similar to the consolidation that we have here, isn't it? All right. Now, when price gets above, that's when we get the big move. Okay. So really what I'm looking for here is I've got a few plays here for VLX. All right. I'm not personally going to take this because I don't really know much about this token. So really and truly, you could take along with your stop loss here. You could do that. Hey, quickly, let me just see what Bitcoin. Yeah, all right, cool. Still going. You could take along with your stop loss there, and your target would be here. This would be your short stop. This would be your hard stop. Target here to 6.3 cents. I'm sure that you're already long Scarlet. And then once we break above this, we can start pushing here. But really, once we break out of this consolidation and we retest the mid-range, right, that is when I'm expecting the big moves. All right. Excuse me. Take a screenshot if you want of this range. If you want to take a screenshot, Scarlett. If you want to take a screenshot so you can make some money from a VRX. All good. All good. Are we all good? Are we clear? Are we clear? And I'm going to do one final token. I'm going to do one final coin and then I'm shooting off. All right. So there's Lux, there's BNB, and there is DOT. All right. All right. This is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. Excuse me. You can choose between BNB, DOT, and Lux. All right. So I'll let you guys choose in the chat. Choose between Lux, BNB, and DOT. All right. I'll take one of those and we'll do that. Oh, we didn't do no news today again, man. It's just market is looking so bullish. We didn't do no news today, so I'm gonna have to change the title of this. Are we not getting no comments? Are we not gonna get no comments? You guys need to put some comments in so that I can see which of the which altcoin that you want. Because otherwise, I'm seeing like a ton of altcoins. Choose between BNB, DOT, and Lux. All right, so I've got one for DOT, one for BNB, two for BNB. Let's see. Looks like BNB is winning. 3 for BNB, 2 for DOT, 3 for DOT. It's 3-3 at the moment. It's 3-3 between DOT and BNB. All right, screw it. Let's do both of them then. All right, that's it. Chart requests are over. I'm going to do BNB and DOT. Okie dokie, artichoke. I'm going to do BNB and DOT, and then that will be it. All right. So what do I say for BNB right now? Right now for BNB, many resistance, okay? Many times resistance. We are seeing here price clearly doing resistance. Big range right here, okay? Big range. Oh my God, beautiful. Massive range for BNB, right? Crazy range in monthly time frame. If we go into weekly, what we gonna see right here? Okay, cool. So we're going to need to mark out a mid-range for this. We're going to need to mark out a mid-range for BNB. I'm getting a bit stupid now. This is why the show needs to end. I'm getting a bit stupid. I can feel it. Right, guys, does this look like the best mid-range ever? If so, like and subscribe to the channel. Like and subscribe, guys. All right, that looks like a very clean range for BNB for me. Very clean range. And that's on the weekly. So let's look at the daily. BNB, excuse me, BNB looks really clean. I think I'm going to add this to my own watch list. I think I am. Can we maybe throw in a little trend line for Confluence? No, that's not it. See, the thing is with trend lines, that looks pretty much it. That looks it, yeah. Yeah, so for BNB, man, look, it's the same thing once again, really. If we mark out a level here. Yeah, so for BNB, there's a few things that we need to do for BNB really here. Look, if we can get the pullback into this area here, right? Then we could potentially go for a long to this area here. So this area falls in at $260 and the target would be $300, which is good. That's a good target. So that's the first plan for BNB. All right. So this is 260. There you go. All right. Happy with BNB, guys? Yeah. Are we good? Are we good, guys? Are we good, everybody? I'm sure we're good. I'm sure you guys can take screenshots. Do you get it, though? Do you get it? See, we've got these lows. Each lows, we made higher lows. And we've got a little trend line here for confluence above and below, and then now we're broken back inside. We're looking to break back inside of this bigger range that we've got here. If I change this to orange, I change it to orange, right? Let me change it to orange. Okay, can't even see nothing, bro. There you go. Okay, for BNB, that's what I'm seeing for BNB. There you go. So if we can break above this $300 level and we can hold it really and truly above 340, if 340 goes right, if we take out 340, we have long scenarios between. This is a range as well. Shit, look, this is a clean range. All right, this is the range that BNB's in. Look, perfect. Take another screenshot, yeah, because look how perfect it is. Look how perfect it is. BNB is the clearest play. I'm going to tweet this. Let me tweet this right now. Hold on. Are we clear? All right. Let's move on to Dot. Just a quick one. I see a question here about trend lines. Bro, trend lines aren't really, they're just used as a tool for confluence. I'm not going to trade my trade based off them, but like if it lines up with my trade plans and I can add it as confluence, then yeah, I'll add it as confluence. Otherwise, you can see I'm a range trader. I like trading the quarters. I don't like trading the X, Y, and Zs. Yeah. So let's do Dot. Let's do Dot, and then I'm tired now, man. I want to go. This is the higher time frame for Dot. Let's remove all of this crap. There we go. That's decent. That's clean enough for dot. All right. Got some major fucking resistance right there. And then we're going to need to, we're going to clearly need to mark out a mid. I'll tell you why we need to mark out a mid, mate. We need to mark out a mid because although we've got clear bodies right here, we need to find something in the middle to understand what these fucking wicks are, right? So if I take a mid from here, yeah, hold on, lads. This is about the mid range right here. Eyeballing it a little bit. Right? Eyeballing it a little bit. This is clearly the range, all right? Now, this is a decent range, especially if we're looking at long in towards the range eye, right? A little throwback, yeah? Dive into the weekly a little bit here, lads. And we've got some clear freaking resistance right here, haven't we, lads? Come on, get in. Jesus Christ, mate. We got some nasty resistance right there. Bit of resistance right there. Not too bad. It's cool. We can get on board. Not really an issue. Let's go into the daily time frame, right? All right, guys. If we go into the daily time frame right here, what am I seeing? Well, essentially what I'm seeing is, although dot's trapped in a range, I'm going to be looking for a pullback, right? Now, this pullback that I'm going to be looking for, it's going to be something along the lines of this, all right? Something along the lines of this. First target, we're going to push right into here. And then if we can break above this and hold here, lads, fuck me, the deviation's done, all right? Deviation done. We can start looking to push into this high right here. Why? Simply because this is a range level, isn't it? All right? This right here. This, my friends, was the up move that led to the move lower. All right? So smash up ye old likes. Smash up the likes, my friends. Crikey, why are you not liking the video? Why are you not subscribing? What is going on? You want to throw in a cheeky little trend line right here. We'll play, mate. We'll play. This would be the swing. Really and truly, I'd have my stop here. Really and truly, I'd have my stop here. But, you know, just for the sake of argument, you know, conservative, la la la, I'd have my stop here though, really. Once the deviation was done, you know. That brings us to a 5-hour trade. That's really good. That's very, very good for a swing play. Okay, so there's two scenarios in this trade. There's two clear scenarios. Number one, you've got the range low. Okay, the closer we get to the range low, given that the whole market is turning, we can look to buy the range lows. What are the range lows? $6 to $7, $6.50 to $7.50, $6.50 to $7. That's decent. All right. We can look for a push up into the mid range, which is what, 9, 11. Fuck me, that's a 2x, mate. That's a 2x. Oi, hold on a second. That's not bad, you know. That's not bad. Dot's a good one. Dot's a good one. Are we clear? Are we clear, ladies and gentlemen? Are we clear? Are we clear as day? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Right, guys, look, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to go. I'm just tired. That's just the truth. I'd love to stay with you guys and do a lot more, but I'm just tired. So, yeah. But look, listen, I'm flying off to Canada on Monday, and I'm not going to be streaming on. Maybe, if possible, I might try and come live on Monday if we can get enough people and whatnot. I'll try and come live on Monday, but I'm going to be back on Tuesday. It's going to be a bit awkward, the timings over the next 2 weeks, but once I'm back in the UK, I'll make sure that I don't mess up with the timings and stuff. It's just one of those situations. So anyway, like the video if you haven't already, and definitely subscribe. Consider subscribing, okay? Because we do come live every day. We try and make it as good as possible for the people here. And if you haven't, maybe share the channel to your friends and your family if they enjoy TA, if they enjoy crypto, if they're looking to get into crypto and whatnot. Let's see if we can get to 3,000 subs, all right? If we get to 3,000 subs, then SC will come back on and we'll have a cracking episode with SC. Maybe if we get to 3,000 subs, I might be able to bring XO and SC on at the same time. So it's something to definitely consider. I need all of you guys to help me out because it is a community at the end of the day. It's all of us that are doing this. Anyway, guys, I'm going to shoot. Take care of yourselves. I hope you have a lovely, lovely weekend. And I hope you have a good Monday as well, considering that I'm not going to see you guys on Monday. But you know the plans, all right? So to summarize, the pullback scenario that I'm looking for Bitcoin, I'm not expecting it to happen this weekend. I'm expecting it to happen on Monday. Okay, I'm expecting the market to open a new month. Maybe we push up a tiny bit, but we'll get the low of the month early, in my opinion, for August. Okay, so yeah, enjoy yourselves. Do your thing. See you later. Bye. Cheers. Goodbye. Goodbye, everybody. Take care of yourself, right? See you Tuesday.